Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, Chapter 872. Alright. So we have in here Lieutenant! Uh, Jinjin? That man's the lieutenant. Kill him. Huh? Okay, so now they're going for him. Crap. Let's see. What the? Wait. I kind of recognize. Is that supposed to be Shin coming in? Let's see here. Enemies, enemy attack. No, I should have known because it was built up last chapter. I'm stupid. It's Yoku Yoku. It is a pretty similar. I mean, it's a little more curved, obviously. But let's see here. The warriors of the former Han army make their move. I'm going to. Okay, that didn't change much. What? What? Who is he? I am the warrior Yoku Yoku. Raboku's ironclad defensive strategy is keeping the Haishin unit struggling, but the one to break through is Yoku Yoku, something reprehensible. The Yoku Yoku army, they finally made their move. Great Lieutenant N's unit is safe now. No, that's not all. There are more and more soldiers coming from the forest. Yoku Yoku. The Yoku God damn it, to say his name this many times. The Yoku Yoku army has been waiting in the left forest all this time. Karutin, yes, I asked them to finally join in today. We originally needed to send them as reinforcements for the Kyokai army since they were struggling against the Kisui army. But now with everyone on the offensive, they're able to make their move. And on top of that, they have 25,000 men in perfect condition. They're more than strong enough to take over here. Look. 25,000? Good lord. The general and his men are pushing forward. I'm going to call it the Yo-Yo Army. The Yo-Yo Army's appearance threw the enemy headquarters into chaos. Yes. We'll move our own headquarters forward. The entire Haishin unit is advancing to the next front line. Prepare to move. Hurry. Ready the horses. Rokuomi Army versus Zhao Kanshu. Army. So, okay. Rokuomi doing in some work there. Kill him. That's their general. Rokuomi-sama. Please fall back just a bit. They surrounded us out of nowhere. Shit these bugs, there's no end to them. Report. The Kaiji army was destroyed. The Shiba unit and the Kashi unit are also surrounded. Banyu-sama was killed. Koki-sama as well. This Ryokoku-sama, impossible. So, this coming from the Rokuomi right wing and then the Ryokoku army headquarters. So, let's see. How have they outwitted me at every turn? Every strategy I employ only serves to further wound me. It's like all of my ideas are. Urgent report. The Rokuomi army in the middle suffered great losses and is retreating. The Kano army on the left wing as well. Reports say the damage is grave. Wait, isn't Kano like supposed to be the frickin' immortal man? Clearly the enemy has changed their tactics since yesterday, and with that change my tactics have been completely... I can think of only one possible reason for this utter transformation. It must be since yesterday he's been in the Kanshu army headquarters. Raboku! The Ryokoku... excuse me. The Ryokoku army on the right wing has run out of methods of attack. Have the Ibu unit on the left wing circle around to the outside. Force them into the center along with the retreating Rokuomi army. Yes, sir. He even knows the names of our reserve units, even though we're former key soldiers. Be careful of Kano on the left wing. He may lull into dropping your guard. Same as yes. I love that they talk about Kano. So it's like that motherfucker has gotten a second wind straight from death. Same as yesterday. Don't allow Rokuomi to push back excessively. He's using that troublesome Gekirin formation. Okay, that name's familiar. Tactics that gradually whittle the army down are highly effective. Yes, sir. Have the Baro arm unit and the Hakuko unit. I keep wanting to say armies now. Rest for a moment. Quick thinking units like theirs are invaluable. Yes, sir. So this is at Ganshu headquarters. So this is Roboku-sama, one of Zao's... Oh, you must be kin soldiers, because I was like, there is no way a Zao soldier is saying this shit. One of Zao's 3 great heavens, quite. In just 2 days, he was able to regain all of the ground we'd lost. Today and tomorrow we launch our counterattack. Roboku-sama, what should the Rengetsu unit? They're fine as is. They can die like heroes. General Ganshu, I apologize for coming in and seizing control like this. Once we've weakened the army a bit more, I shall take my leave. No need for such apologies. It's an honor being able to witness Roboku Dono's military genius up close. Even as the general of this army, I can't say it's anything less than a miracle. Roboku-sama, urgent report. What's the matter? From the south, a signal flare from Mount Seku. The Earl Kotsumin and Bafuji army have broken through. Or been broken through. You're saying... The ones who broke through are Moten and the Gakuka. They were able to break through our massive defensive line. Finally, on the 9th day, Roboku-sama, this isn't an issue. Even after breaking through Earl Kotsumin's forces, there's another defensive line waiting past them. There are no gaps for time to slip through, or for them to slip through. It's a offensively oriented defensive line. Well, aren't they all? Where even if you push through, you become surrounded by all sides in an instant. You should already be moving to counter the Gakuka at this very moment. Not a single kin soldier will set foot in Kanton. And just as the eagle flies and goes caw, it was probably a crow actually. Mount Kanshui, Southwest Quadrant, 2nd Defensive Line Headquarters. It's literally a miniature fortress. Seems that Moten of the Gakuka managed to break through. Yes, they're advancing all the way to Camden County. I didn't know we were back on it. My name is Earl. Holy shit, and he's named Earl. I forgot. Okay, this is funny. This is fucking funny as goddamn hell to me. Let's see here. Earl Ray-sama. Please take his head at Kinzen. Understood. Zao General Earl Ray. My name's Earl Ray. You fucking southern as fuck sounding name. Let's see here. Zal strategist Kadoe. A separate army shall cover the entrance to the plains and cover off their retreat. Troops from Sekihei Castle and Johan Castle have already set forth. Our numerical superiority over the Gakuka will lead to swift and overwhelming conclusion. Earl Rai-sama, I humbly request you leave Moten of the Gakuka's head in acceptable condition. Wait, okay, so Ruan, who is another strategist, why did she want to collect his handsome head, I guess? Rumor has it he's quite handsome. I'd love to get a look at his face. A head loses half its value if it's unrecognizable. That was my plan from the start. Much obliged. Oh, God. Urgent report. Let's see here. Rokuomi Army versus Ganshu Army. Okay, so now at Ganshu's headquarters. Raboku-sama, urgent report. More signal flares? This time from Mount Gyukufu. Some of these names, I'm never going to remember any of these damn names. As well as from Mount Ganshi. What? That got his attention. Mount Gyukufu and Mount Ganshi are the mountains behind the Kishui armies Kishui army and the Fute army. You're saying the Kyokai army and the Rishin army have also broken through their defensive lines? Raboku-sama, on the same day, all three armies? So now you're starting to realize the United Front Mobu has... not Mobu. Why did I say Mobu? I freaking... he's channeling his father. He's Mobu now. He's not Moten, he's Mobu. Because he's mobilizing them people. This is also within your expectations. It is not. Yes. Lies were said on the 9th day. Or at least I'd like to say so, but this may be beyond the capabilities of Kadoe and his people. I dare say that these two armies are currently planning something reprehensible. Thinking pose. If these three armies really are attached by some invisible thread, then the one pulling the strings must be the one said to be the greatest disciple of Shohei-kun, Moten of the Gakuka. And then once again Rishin, the man who continues to throw my strategies into disarray even at the cost of his own blood. Because he just that way. Has this already turned into a different battle altogether? General Ganshu, it's a bit earlier than expected, but I must take my leave. The rest of Rokuomi's suppression and defeat I leave to you. Of course, the tides have turned in our favor. Allow us to take Rokuomi's head while you engage the other three armies. Now you go do the bigger thing. Kyokai-sama, we're in position. So now we're with Kyokai. The enemies are growing in number, but they have yet to assume position themselves. If we're attacking, we should do it now. No, keep waiting. Okay, Let's begin! Yes, sir. What? Alright, let's go. Huh. She is in the center, so I'm wondering if you're gonna, like, caw, like cross-chop chicken style with the wings, and then once they've kind of cleared the field, you just kind of have like this, the more rested up center, just run them through, maybe. Gradually concentrate our strength to the right. We're going to cut a huge path right. Yes, sir. Concentrate your strength and cut a large path leftwards. Once we've destroyed the left, call the hi-ho and continue onwards. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so they are just literally sweeping to the left and the right. Okay, so it's not quite what I thought. With absolute... it's good. Excuse me. With absolutely no visual and communications, both the Gakuka and the Haishin unit began a simultaneous cut circling around the outside. In response to Zhao's army's defensive lines, sent reinforcements to both sides to prevent their backs from being taken. Okay, with that kind of wording makes me think this is more of a drawing away and weakening the overall reinforcement structure of Roboku's plan. And then that's why Kyokai said, nope, we ain't doing shit. They aren't in position because those people are maybe more for the reinforcement side of things. Because the two armies had already broken through. So that's what I'm thinking is happening. So then once everything's been diverted and the field is relatively clear, she charges through. So kind of like what I said before, but different direction of getting the same result. I'm a strategical genius. Ooh. No, I'm not. But anyway. Let's see. Where did I leave off? This is a fundamental attack formation for breaking through ranks on both sides, and simultaneously a defensive formation. Kyokai could tell that the enemy's strength and focus were concentrated primarily to the sides. And with the front line now weakened, she gave the order to break through. Charge! Whoa! Yakuka, Kyokai army, Haishin unit, no communication, no visual, but they'll break the Zhao's defensive line regardless. We're gonna break some Zhao's backs. Wait, what? Oh, I thought it said it was going to be on break next week. I was like, didn't it just come back from one of this bull otherwise? But yes, a very solid chapter. I very much enjoyed that. Roboku giving praise to the two young generals was a highlight. Also, just wanting frickin' Moten's head. What does that woman really want to do with it? I have to wonder. You know, women will make do in a pinch. But good lord, I hope it don't turn into that. We don't need the messy stuff. But I'm not really sure what to say in terms of furthering strategies of my predictions of how things are going to play out. I mean, like I said, it kind of already played out a little bit like how I already thought was going to happen, but hey, I'm happy with that. I just don't know what else to say about the chapter. It played through pretty well. Fun strategies, a little repetitive of the dialogue in certain areas, but that's Kingdom, that's war in general. But but yeah, trying to think what else to say, but I don't really know. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Links down below for all my socials. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keishlings. Bye-bye.